Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm symptomistic like optimistic, but make it Sims, and this is a new Let's Play starting from a new save, new everything, all new everything. Episode 1, the name of this Let's Play is A Most Interesting Sim. And this Let's Play is inspired by the Super Sim Challenge. But as many of you know, I like to play storyline based. So I'm going to tweak things. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do all kinds of things that probably break the rules of the challenge. But that is the basis. If you want to know more, there's a create a sim of this sim named Sam. And yeah, you can find out more that way. So I just gave you a little bit of a screenshot of where Sam has moved. So he has moved to Strangerville, and he hasn't joined the military career yet, but I told you in the Create a Sim that he will. And these are his new digs. I am playing in Ratboy Sims save file, but silly me did not know that there was a new one that came out in January, so I downloaded the one before that. So I'm pretty sure this is Ratboy Sims build and not like the Strangerville build, but I honestly I couldn't tell you. So you can just tell me in the comments. And yeah, so this is Sam's new crib. He really joined the army, the military at the last second. So there wasn't a lot of availability. Here's his suitcase and his shoes. He's gotten a little acquainted with his place. But yeah, the only place he was able to get that was just like not a, bunk bed with the other Sims was this little underground place. And, it's kind of dingy, but honestly, it's temporary. Sam hopes that when he saves some money from the military, he'll be able to move out and get like a nicer place. But, not too shabby. It stays cool in the summer because it's underground, so that'll be nice because Strangerville does get really hot. Maybe he'll purchase a fish. I don't know. Again, temporary living, so he might have to move that fish. And it has a full bath, but it doesn't really look like he's gonna want to get in that bathtub, so we might just be using it as a shower. And the guy that left, he just left some old boxes there. Sam may get rid of those. He's not going to be here for long, hopefully. So I think I'm going to the goal is to save either like $5,000 or $10,000. I'm leaning towards 5 before he moves to another place and starts figuring that out. But right now he doesn't have very much money. He only has $1,000, which is decent. See, this is what happens when you don't play first, because now I gotta like switch some ish around. Yeah, the door was facing the wrong way. For some reason, he couldn't get in because the door was facing the wrong way. I don't know how that happened. So now it's time for Sam to get on the computer and officially sign his last document so that he is officially in the military. They knew he was coming here. It's just a little bit of paperwork that he has to finish up. And look at all these careers. I really need to go through these careers and separate them before the new patch comes out, because yeah, that's going to stress me out. But yeah, that's just the overview of the military if you haven't seen anything. And right now he is just a raw recruit. And so he's starting at the bottom. His aspiration is military, but I'm going to change it back and forth, not constantly because that won't be any fun, but like as he does things, because he will have other aspirations. At this moment, he just cares about being in the military because that's the only thing that he's seen that is kind of like an outlet for him to kind of get out of his hometown. So he just took it. He drove with just $1,000 here to Strangerville and moved into this dingy place. But, for now it's good. He doesn't know how to cook. I don't, yeah, he's not gonna go for a jog right now. He's going to eat his cereal. He doesn't know how to cook yet, but he will learn because that is what being an independent sim is all about. So he'll just make some cereal for right now, just sit on his bed. He doesn't have like a chair, or well, he has a chair, but his laptop's there. He doesn't have like a living room area. So this place isn't even really for company because it's just like an underground bunker, and he's just like he's laughing at the fact that he like took this big risk, but he's really proud of himself. Like, this is different. This is like avoiding the monotony that he has experienced, pretty much his whole childhood. So he's ready for new adventures. And now he's finished eating, so I'm gonna have him clean up a little bit. And it's really early on a Sunday morning. You know, the drive was quicker, I guess because he was excited. He was driving faster than expected. So the drive was pretty quick. So I am gonna have him actually go jogging because that's gonna start, you know, his credit for military, but also he wants to see Strangerville. He wants to see, you know, he didn't really get to look at much, honestly. There isn't much to look at in Strangerville, but he'll find that out on his own. And yeah, he wants to get out and kind of see the sights. He loves like the red dirt, the red clay, like he loves that. He thinks that's very beautiful and it's just different from where he grew up. And so yeah, he's gonna just go for a jog, see if there's any cool people in town. He's gonna see like if there is anything fun to do. He's just sending a text to his mom letting her know that he got here safely. Again, the parents are not in the save file, so I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get into Sam's like childhood, do any flashbacks or anything like that. Let me know if you would like to see that kind of thing, but I really would just like to focus on Sam. And so he does see that there's a little bit of a town center, which is nice. And he sees this guy with this thing on his head. Now, I said this in the other Create a Sim video, but just in case you did not watch that, there I'm turning off the Strangerville. Like it took me a second to like figure out the cheats. Let me know in the comments if you need to know those cheats. But like I didn't do it through MCC because I didn't figure that out. I just did good old fashioned type in testing cheats and have strange, yeah, you see that? You see that person bugging out over there? Yeah, I gotta turn that off. Oh, and this is Keon, who is also in the military. Oh, Sam's getting hot. But yeah, I turned off the Strangerville weirdness because I just want this to be a regular military town. Yeah, so after getting too hot during his run, Sam does decide to step into this cute little restaurant that was already in the save. So I'm just kind of looking around because I always download saves and then I don't like look around. So I don't really know what's in there until my sim kind of goes out and explores. I kind of think that makes it more fun and exciting because you know you'll be surprised. But yeah, so Sam comes here to kind of just get, he doesn't really want to spend that much money, to be honest, because he only has $1,000. He's gonna need to pay like the mortgage for this place, or we'll just say it's rent. He's gonna need to pay the rent and the utilities for this place, but he can at least get him some water and maybe like a snack. Maybe he can do water and a snack. But I love how these chairs are so mismatched, but like they all kind like it's this restaurant does look really mismatched, but then it all works together at the same time. I just really admire this style of building that I don't have. And even though this is outside, I think he's gonna have to sit up here because all the tables are booked or people planning on sitting there. So yeah, he's gonna have to sit kind of outside, which kind of defeats the purpose, but there is kind of, I guess, like brick around it. So it is cooler than just like sitting out in the hot sun. So that's what we'll do. And hopefully the chef over here gets to his job. Well, again, who knows how much Sam is going to eat. But yeah, he comes in. Up, we got bald people already. So we're going to have to fix that off camera. And yeah, at this point, I had not like really tweaked too many Sims. And honestly, I do tweak some Sims, but it's a lot of work. I don't really know how people do all this LP prep. So I'm kind of doing it a little bit at a time. So I hope that is like interesting for you all just to see kind of the Sims change out. I'm also going to try to create Sims for like the life stage that my Sim is in. So like Sam, right now he's in the military and he's super young and he's just kind of figuring things out. So if I do make Sims or tweak Sims, I feel like it'll be people that Sam will meet at this point of the journey. Like so not as many families like or things like that, hopefully, because like Sam probably wouldn't interact with that many families at this point. Okay, and this woman is coming over to take our order. But yeah, so I hope that makes sense. That's kind of how I'm gonna play it, and then maybe when Sam's a little older or he's on to something else, we'll kind of like find new Sims that way. I love the little buttons that are on the vest. Do restaurants still do that? I feel like I haven't been to a restaurant in a long time that looks like that. I wonder if a lot of like the restaurants just kind of updated their style. Let me know if there are restaurants near you that still kind of do that pin or like just really busy style like uniforms for the staff. And so, yeah, I'm gonna have Sam try to take a picture, but I think this ends up being a fail. I can't remember. Yeah, because we're inside, and so yeah, it's kind of a fail. But I do want Sam to like document his life a little bit because it's exciting. Here's this random guy sitting up here with us. Yeah, so yeah, there will be no picture taking. But as you can see, Sam ordered water and chips, which I think people hate when you go to a restaurant. But listen, when times are hard, I've definitely been to a restaurant and had water and chips because the budget wasn't hitting like that. But here are some ladies coming upstairs, and so hopefully Sam can meet some of them and kind of get to know some new people. It's also funny because I'm home and it's cold. Obviously, I'm home playing The Sims. I mean, I guess I could be somewhere else playing The Sims. But yeah, it's cold and it's winter, but like I feel like I can imagine the heat, the sweltering summer that Sam has moved into. And it seems like, he does talk to these women for a little bit. And that girl, I guess she was hungry. But yeah, it seems like he spoke to those women a little bit, but then he runs into this waitress in the bathroom, I guess, like the sink area is like, I think the bathroom's like all unisex or like non-gender. And, he runs into her and she seems really nice. And so he's, met people just real quick, nothing too serious, but just met a couple of people real quick. And, he ate and now he wants to go home and kind of I'll have him probably play on his laptop a little bit, but he's satisfied with it's 5 o'clock already, and so the day started at like 7:30. So this has been a nice day in Strangerville. It sure is hot though. Look at Sam sweltering, and he's he's just been out. I mean, I guess this is a little bit of a walk from the restaurant, but yeah, he's gonna have plenty sweaty days ahead of him between the military and just working out for the military, but also just because it's hot in Strangerville. So yeah, we're gonna have him. He's gonna go online and just watch some lifestyle videos, just kind of chill and hang out, enjoy the rest of his evening because boot camp day one starts tomorrow. And yeah, this might be his last moment to chill before things get pretty hectic. And I don't know what kind of video this I don't know what kind of video he's watching, but somebody is failing at cooking. He looks like a baby in this uniform. Like he looks like a child that does not know what he's getting into. But, he is a young adult sim. He's not a teen joining the military, which is not legal. But yeah, he just looks like very fresh face. Day one went well. I didn't really show much of that, but I stopped in because I don't remember my Sims using the bathroom standing up. Maybe it's been too long since I played Sims, but I don't remember this at all, and that freaked me out a little bit. I told you that he was going to be sweating and apparently stinking as well because it's been a long week here coming from boot camp. It has been a long week. But, Sam was looking for something different. This is definitely something different, and he's gonna stick with it. Because he finally feels like somebody, even though it's really hard, it's a lot of work. He finally feels like less of just like an unimportant person, and this is the first steps to his new life. When I tell you I was shook when this happened, I thought I was gonna lose this sim already because he got tired of eating cereal, so he's cooking his first meal, and he set it on fire, and I was like, oh no, I don't have what's it called, fire alarm. I don't have none of that. This is an underground bunker basically. Like I was like, oh no, but he survived. He's he still feels pretty decent, even though he kind of got a little charred in this, with his, I think he's making grilled cheese. He got a little charred with his grilled cheese. And he's tired, so he's just gonna eat his food and probably shower after that. He wants to eat his food while it's hot because he don't have a microwave, he don't have none of that, stuff to go on. So he's gonna eat his food. And it's also already getting late, and so he still has to go to work tomorrow, and today is tomorrow. So work today went well, and he decided to get out and explore a little more because he just kind of looked around, and he decided to stop by the library because it seemed like the library was like a very important part of Strangerville. They invest a lot of money in the funding for their libraries, and they do a lot of fundraising. So library is like the town center here. And he's trying to see if he can read something interesting, but he's also seeing if he can meet people. But it doesn't really look like anybody here wants to talk or wants to really be social, so he's just gonna sit in the corner and kind of enjoy the quiet for a little bit. He does get a lot of quiet at home, but this is just like a different vibe. So it's nice to just be in another space besides at boot camp and at his place, because that's pretty much all he's been doing. Because he's been texting some of the girls he's met. I do want to say that, like, the girls he met at the restaurant, he's been texting them. Nothing too serious, but he is keeping up the conversation with them. And so he does have a little bit of a social life, but not like going out or anything like that. I think he has met some friends at work already. If not, he will soon. And so, he's easing in. This is the first few days, so he's easing in. And it seems like we're about halfway through the video, if not a little more. And I just want to thank you all for sticking through this. I am trying to make my videos a little longer, and so I hope you are enjoying the pacing of it. This is my first try. Like, I mean, I guess I used to make my sim videos like maybe like 22 minutes. So I'm going for like 30-minute videos so that they really feel like full episodes. I won't always reach that. I do also want a range of time on my channel, but pause. Back to the game because this is important. So when he gets home from the library, he meets this woman who is also in the military. This is Jess, and they send her out to kind of make sure the new recruits are doing well and they're happy in the military. But she also tells him about, like, the military can be a lot of access to other things in the future. And that's something his recruiter didn't really go into because Sam was already signed on. But Jess is like, the military gives you a lot of access to things that you didn't know. So a lot of the food is already provided. Like, so while he's in the military, the simple living trait won't be on. Maybe we'll do that later. But, he'll have the food that's already sent to his house, so it'll be like a lower cost, so he won't have to pay for that. She also mentions that the military gives you the opportunity to go to college or university for free. And Sam was just thinking that he would kind of be a career military person. He never really thought about other career opportunities. And just as like, yeah, you could even be a doctor or a scientist. And these are things that Sam never saw himself as doing any of that stuff before. Like, he thought, he would kind of do this or stay home. So this really excited him, and he went to start doing some research on university because he is interested. Like, he knows that like doctors make a lot of money, and if he has the opportunity to be a doctor, maybe that's a great role for him. So he just wants to make sure he has all the best options, and, if he can go to school for free, why not? Also, this is really boosting Sam's confidence because he's feeling like the Watcher must really be looking out for him because he just keeps meeting people that give him the opportunity to have like a bigger life and to have more options. Like, had this woman not come over and said this, like, maybe he had a different like mentor or person sent over from the military, maybe she wouldn't have mentioned school, he or she wouldn't have mentioned school. So maybe, he just feels really blessed, and like, he's going to take advantage of everything that comes up. So if she mentioned being a doctor and she mentioned going to university, he's going to try and see what happens. And, maybe he can get out of this bunker sooner than we thought. And so he's just doing research on like how the military pays for school, and he sees that there's like other ways to pay for school as well, but he's lucky that he has the military as an option. So I want this LP to move really quickly. I'm not going to spend as much time on every day-to-day thing that Sam does in this LP because there's a lot to do in this challenge, and I want you to see like the progress of like how Sam evolves and grows up. And I feel like focusing on like day-to-day tasks are is just not as exciting. So I will be like doing lots of play off camera just to kind of speed things up as much as I can. And I think that's something in general I feel like might be of interest with my new pacing of this channel. Like I think I do want things to move a little faster because we've all seen the Sims cook, we've all seen them do their little stuff around the house. Like we've seen these interactions for 7 years. I don't know, however many years it's been, we've seen them. So I do want to kind of like make sure I'm focusing on the storyline and pushing through. And to go back to what Jess was saying about school, she mentions like being a doctor and a scientist, but Sam isn't really familiar with scientists, or like he doesn't really know anything about that. He knows doctors make a lot of money and they help people, and so he feels like that seems like the best option. So right now that's his focus. He's not going to really think about like science or anything like that. It would be great if the degree was more general. Like I know how the degrees, we all know how the degrees and Sims work. So it'd be great if it was more general and I could kind of have just like a degree and then he can choose, but it doesn't look like there is an option for that. So he'll be a doctor. Sam has survived week 1 in the military in the hot summer. Why did he have to start in the summer? But yes, he survived week 1. And so he is going to go out and explore Oasis Springs a little bit. Well, I guess not explore. Explore might be an overstatement, but he is going to go out and try to have some fun. So him being in the military, the only days he can drink are Friday and Saturday night. They told him that he had like a Zoom thing on one of his days at home, and they basically told him that like they don't really want alcohol in their systems during training, like with 24 or 48 hours. So 24 hours. So Friday he can drink, Saturday he can drink, Sunday he cannot, and the rest of the week he cannot. So he is going to have a drink, and he's even going to try bowling. He never really bowled before, but I think we're going to have him try bowling. And this place looks really cool. This build was already in the save file, so excited to explore that. Sam is excited to have a drink. One, because he's just old enough. Like, he wasn't old enough before, so in some ways it sucks that he, like, joined the military. Before, he can kind of have fun and drink. He didn't really get the chance to do that. So, he's going to take advantage on the weekend to kind of see if he likes drinking or anything like that, because he doesn't really know. He doesn't really know what he likes to drink, so he's just going to try different things. And yeah, he's going to take advantage of his Friday and Saturday. And he did make a little bit of money this week. So as you can see, he has 2,400 simoleons. And so he's in a better spot than when he started. And, not enough to move out of this place yet, but, enough to like enjoy his weekend. Now, I am not sure why there are so many elder sim ladies in here. I don't know if there's a lot of elders in Oasis Springs in this save. It does end up being like ladies' night, but a lot of elders here, and they seem nice, but I don't think Sam wants to hang out with elders at this time. So, he's gonna drink, and I think he's gonna head over. He does introduce himself and is very respectful, but he is going to head over to do some bowling. Maybe that's where like the younger people are at. And this lady looks a little young. She's an adult, I think. Yeah, she's an adult. It's hard to find young adult Sims in this save. I don't know what's going on here. This is very mature save file, if I say so myself. But yeah, we're gonna get him to bowl. He's never bowled, but this looks like a nice way for him to learn. Like he's kind of on his own, and he's not on a date or anything. He's not trying to impress anyone. It's a really small bowling alley, so it'd be a nice place to learn without any pressure, maybe. And these are older Sims, so maybe they can teach him a thing or two. I don't know what's going on with this lady. I don't know why I was focused on her for so long. I don't know what's going on with her. Oh, it looks like this person took our lane. So we're just gonna go to this lane in the corner, which is probably for the better. Let's just do 3 frames because it's already 9 p.m. and Oasis Springs is close to Strangerville, but it is a little ways back home. So let's just do the 3 frames, get our, dip our toe in, and then I think we'll head out after that. So let's see what he has. Let's see what he can do. That's not bad for his first try ever picking up a bowling ball. He probably doesn't even know what the best bowling ball size is for him. So yeah, that ain't bad at all. It's Saturday, y'all, and I think I can't remember the Sim's name, but he met her at the restaurant and they've been kind of like texting, and now she's asking him if she should get to know Shay Bayer. Do you all know that Sim in the safe file? Let me know in the comments if you know who that Sim is. But Sam hasn't met him, her, or they. Like, Sam doesn't know who this person is. So he's just gonna say, like, do what you want. But yeah, I'm just looking at the Sims that Sam knows to make sure that yeah, he hasn't met Shaya. So I don't know, but I think it's time for Sam to drink some water because it is hot. Is there anything that in The Sims, like the reason they drink water, does it help them at all? I just realized like that they randomly drink water and I usually stop them because of the dishes. But like, does it do anything? I don't know. Sam doesn't really know what to do this Saturday morning, so he's messing around online. He is going to research some workout tips because the guys in boot camp have been making fun of him, saying that he's like a little scrawny. And so he's gonna research some time, like some things that he can do to work out and to kind of bulk up, but also it's probably his diet. He doesn't like, oh, he has mail. Yeah, he doesn't eat that much, like because he doesn't have that much money. He doesn't know how to cook that many things. So, I think he shouldn't be too hard on himself and he should kind of let those things roll off. And then, yeah, we're going to have him get mail because I think this is some important mail regarding school. And yeah, we'll have him go to the bathroom and get his mail. So we're heading upstairs to get our mail, speed this up a little bit. And it looks like, oh, I didn't tell you guys that Sam had some medals already, so that'll be nice once he gets his place to put those up. But importantly, this is his acceptance letter, and he got into both schools, which is amazing. I think Sam is shocked. Like, so he's eligible for distinguished degrees from both schools, and Sam is shocked. Like, Sam has been like mostly a mediocre student, so he is just like, he can't believe that he has these type of opportunities. And so now I think he has to figure out like how to set up the military scholarship, and yeah, so he can start school. Like as soon as he figures all of that out, he can start school. But yeah, this has been like 1 week in the game. And so Sam has, yeah, applied for scholarships. So Sam has been doing incredibly well. Of course, he will run into hardships because if they're not in the game, I will create some hardships for him. He's gonna, it's not gonna be, it ain't all good. But yeah, this week has been great. It's been hard work though. Like he's been really working out. Like his body's always sore. He's always tired. And I guess he'll just apply for everything, even though, it's a military scholarship. I'm going to apply for everything because I'm curious what Sam is going to get. I really want to hear from you all, especially if you're watching this long. Like if you have any tips on things like you've done in the military career that are particularly interesting, or things you've done with your Sims in the military career or in school, or like just things that you think would fit Sam. I almost call him Sam. But yeah, fit the Sim. Or if in real life, like you've been part of the military, or of course we thank you for your service. And if you've done anything like this, I would love to hear your experience in the comments, and maybe I can put it in the game in some way, get creative. And I also wanted to stop to show you all that like I made the lot traits for this is called O Penelope. So bracing Reed, since he likes to exercise a lot, I made it a study spot because he will be in school. And then I gave it peace and quiet because it is an underground like lair essentially. So yeah, just wanted to show you that really quick. That's like the only thing I changed about the lot, and the fact that one of the doors swung the wrong way so he couldn't get in. So Sam was pumped from just getting into school. So he decided to hang out with his friend Keon. I think that's how you say his name. I feel like Keon is like EA generated sim, I think. I don't think it's like, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, this is the gym that they came to. This is a military gym in Strangerville, and it's free to the military, but like regular people have to pay for it. And but they do get access, so like they have like all the needs for somebody in the military. So he decided to come to this gym and get out and like work on his fitness a little more during the weekend. He hadn't really been using the gym other than for when he's actually in boot camp, which is totally different off screen gym. So this is like the first time he's been here, and he just honestly loves the area. Like he loves like the views, like it's really like on those hills, I guess, in Strangerville. And so yeah, they're gonna go work out a little bit. Maybe he'll meet some other people, and it'll be nice for him to use these machines and kind of also hang out with Keon a little more. Like Keon's kind of like on his level in the military, so that'll be nice. Also, one thing I want to do is turn off fame in this save file, just maybe for a little bit. I just don't think that'll have anything to do with Sam and his journey right now. I'd rather like save that for later. I feel like the Sims gain, like they don't gain top tier fame very easily, but they gain like basic levels of fame very easily. And sometimes it feels like kind of silly, like, oh, he's famous because he's like, you know, a mid-level person in the military. That doesn't seem realistic at all. Oh, and Jess is here, so that's cool. He's going to talk to Jess a little bit, and he's telling her that he got into school and he's really excited. And she's like, wow, you signed up that quick? And he's like, yeah, you know, if I want to do something, I'm going to do it right away. You know, life is, you know, fleeting, so let's get it. And so she's really impressed that he did that and that he's already planning to be in school and working on his goals after the military, because she says like a lot of people have trouble figuring out what they do after the military and sometimes don't figure it out till they're done, and sometimes it's really hard and they struggle a lot. So she's really impressed that he's doing that, and he's, you know, working out on the weekends. He seems to be taking everything very seriously. It always makes me laugh when the Sims like are struggling to work out. Like you can see their little muscles like working so hard. Like he's taking everything he got to like push his little legs up on the machine. It's cute. These two Sims are cute. I want Sam to meet them. I think, well, I don't know. Let me know if you know if they're Ratboy Sims creations, but they're really cute. I want Sam to meet them. Do not talk to Roy D. Dillon, whatever he is, the sketchy person that always be in the gym. I hate that he's always in the gym. Same goes for the paparazzi. That actually is what started my rant about famous turning fame off. But like the paparazzi's always at the gym. Get them out of here. I'm like tired of them. But yeah, I'm gonna have Sam go meet these two cool looking ladies. So Sam is talking to everyone, getting to know them, and yeah, my game froze. My game froze a few times during this session. I'm not really sure what that was about, but it was weird because it froze, but it still let me save the game before exiting, so I was able to start right where I left off. It was kind of a bizarre situation. And I see the sim, I think her name is Kaori, and I'm going to delete her because she is in another, like I feel like she's been part of another LP. I just feel like I see her all the time. So I am going to delete her as soon as I figure out how to do that. And I did try to go through and delete Sims that I feel like I've seen too many times, but some of them snuck in because I didn't, you know, I only spent like 30 minutes on it. I didn't spend that much time on it. So I'm going to delete some Sims and try to move on. Anyway, the Sims are all talking about the romance festival, which Sam doesn't know anything about that. And he's like, what is that? And they're like, yeah, we should all just head over to the romance festival. Like, we can take a train there. It's gonna take some time, but it'd be fun to go as a group. And Sam's definitely down because he's never been, and he's excited to be like out and socializing with a lot of people. So I'm gonna have them head over. I'm not gonna show the romance festival because you've seen the romance festival before. And so I think this is a great time to wrap up the episodes. Please, please let me know in the comments what you think. I cannot wait to talk to you all again and do more gameplay. This was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed episode 1. Please like the video and subscribe if you really enjoy my content. And if you're new here, watch old videos, all that good stuff. I'm symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. Thank you for watching. Bye.